Well, here we are. Episode 99. We gotta make this intro really good. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Wait, I have like a gnarly... I thought I was gonna sneeze. I'm sorry.
I didn't smell that bad, Jackson. Come on.
Yeah, keep spitting. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, ooh, okay. Let me jump in. Hey, I got 4 baseball bats without the cats. I don't got a backwards cap because I don't got Captain America don't got American underwear.
Now lick it and eat it.
What are the odds?
What are the odds you lick and eat that tissue?
What are the odds you chew on the tissue? What are the odds? What are the odds? No. I'm not letting this go. What are the odds?
Did I eat my
You
used
chew
tissue?
it. You chew on it for at least 10 seconds. What are the odds?
Dude, 1 in 200.
Okay, ready? Luke,
Okay, you down. 3, 2, 1.
99.
103.
Oh my god, why are we so
Damn,
close?
man, you are always so close.
And
That's
welcome back. The music has started. The music has started.
Oh my god!
Guys, we're about to make Jackson freak out because he has no clue.
We kept saying, we're like, oh, Luke was like, Jake, should we talk about the topic that happened mere hours as of us recording this? And Jackson's like, what are you talking
happening?
about? Luke, break the news.
They're being really secretive and I'm pissed off.
Andrew Tate has been arrested in Romania due to human trafficking.
We got booked.
And
What?
it's the most crazy fucking process of how it happened. It's so funny.
He literally just was like on... Did you see that clip, the video he posted in response to...
Yes.
What's her face?
That
Where he's like
that
smoking a
will be
cigar and he's
brought-
like,
that
oh, by
will
the
be
way,
brought
my
up.
pizza's here.
That will be brought up. That will be brought up. That's actually the most important part to this entire story, Jackson. So listen.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
tell me.
as we all know, this is if I get anything wrong, just watch, I don't know, actual news about it. This is a fucking podcast, so sorry, but I'm gonna give you the cliff notes.
When eventually a million video essays are made about this moment.
Yeah,
Watch those.
exactly. So Hassan's probably talking about it right now. Just go to his stream.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'll check.
He probably is. I was watching it before we started recording. He was talking about it.
That's funny.
Anyway, this is my Cliff Notes version. May not be right. It'll be generally correct for most of it. So, as we know, Andrew Tate, back in like April, people, like, the claim came out where he was like, I am, like, they were saying he's a human trafficker or something like that.
Yeah, he was raided.
Yeah, he was raided because of that. But nothing really came of it. The story kind of died down, and only like Andrew Tate's biggest haters brought it up, right? Like constantly. Like I think like Ethan Klein brought it up a lot, famously on his podcast or whatever. Anyway,
Yeah.
that doesn't matter. So just know that. Then he gets unbanned on Twitter, right? And so he's back. He generally is just making like trolly tweets or whatever. In which the other day he tweets at Greta Thunberg out of all people for some reason,
It's
right?
So random.
So random. So he tweets at Greta Thunberg, who hasn't been in the forefront of news in years, but I guess she's still doing her like climate thing. Andrew Tate sends a tweet to her. Hold on, I'm gonna look at her
With like a fan cam edit of him being like, my
Yeah,
cars
I
have
forgot
crazy
about
emissions,
that. Yeah. So
and I
what-
fuck women. That was like the whole thing.
So, anyways, oh, did she delete the tweet? Did she delete it? What's going on? Oh, my Twitter's just fucking up. Anyway, Andrew Tate says, hello, at Greta Thunberg. I have 33 cars. My Bugatti has a, I don't know, cool engine. I don't really get what it means. My 2 Ferrari 812 Competizione have other engine. I'm probably butchering that. This is just the start. Please provide your email address so I can send a complete list of my car collection and their respective enormous emissions. Which is fucking stupid because you drive one car at a time, so it's like whatever. Anyway. And then, like Jackson said, it was like a weird fan cam edit of Greta Thunberg of him like roasting her or something like that. Which,
Yeah.
whatever. It's like a trolley tweet. It got, as of the time of this recording, it got 200,000 likes. Greta Thunberg responds and says, yes, please do enlighten me. Email me at smalldickenergy@getalife.com. Which is a funny comeback. It's a funny comeback. It's very just quick. Doesn't really matter. Funny comeback. 3 million likes. That's the most insane ratio
that's
I've
fucked.
seen in my entire
That's fucked.
fucking life.
Got his ass so good.
That ratio is nuts. So then Andrew Tate goes to his Twitter and he starts actually tweeting about how he's angry or something about it. He's retweeting other people that are like agreeing with him, saying like common Tate W, and they're like, he's retweeting people who are like, people are acting like this is the greatest insult of all time, when obviously she completely fumbled it by saying this is her own email address, that she has a small dick. It's like the I'm not owned energy.
No, literally, it's like just the most copium shit I've seen in my whole fucking life.
Yeah, like the I'm not owned. And so then Andrew Tate, a full day after her saying the very childish, like it's a very childish comeback, but it's funny, right? A full day later, he releases a video where it's him smoking, and he's like, "Ooh, gotta get those carbon emissions in the air." It's like silly. And then he was like, "Yo,
there's no carbon emissions from a cigar."
And he says, "Thank you for confirming via your email address that you have a small penis. The world was curious," or something like that. He makes like a gender pronoun joke in the middle of it, and then he says something along the lines of, "Can someone bring me that pizza in those boxes that I definitely will not recycle?" Like another like owning the climate.
No. I remember. He said, and make sure when you throw these away, they don't go in the recycling can, like to his assistant or something.
Yeah, which is like, you can barely recycle cardboard to begin with, so it's like whatever. Anyway.
Yeah.
But the rest of the video doesn't matter. It's like dumb, like climate denial stuff, whatever. What is crazy is that Romania, the country of Romania that Andrew Tate resides in, right? That's where he lives. The country of Romania has been apparently for some time now trying to figure out where his whereabouts are so they could arrest him for human trafficking causes, right? Because they have, I'm guessing, substantial proof that he is a like sex trafficker and stuff like that. So, because he travels so much, they never know when he's in the country. But in the video, the pizza boxes are only a local pizza chain in Romania.
No.
That's crazy,
Yes.
dude.
Yes.
He literally
So
fumbled his whole career, his whole
Romanian
life by trying to
government
roast
used
Greta
his
Thunberg.
response video to Greta Thunberg where he eats pizza, used it to figure out that he was in the country, and they arrested him and his brother.
Wow.
That's incredible.
That might be the funniest.
That's
That might be the
just-
funniest way a human trafficker has
God,
ever
that's
been caught.
so fucking funny. What a bitch.
That
What
is
a fucking cucked bitch, dude.
hilarious. That will never.
God, that's so funny.
That is like such a perfect way to ring out 2022. Andrew Tate has like just been doing whatever, being annoying on the website or on the internet for like a whole year, and it ends with him getting arrested because he was mad that a 19-year-old said he had a small dick on Twitter.
It's not even just that. He's being brought up on human trafficking, rape, and forming an organized crime charges.
Oh my god. Dude, I didn't
So it's
even
not
know
even
about
just-
Jesus Christ.
That's insane. That's fucking insane.
The fact that he thought he was trying to own her so hard he got himself arrested. Holy fuck. Dude, and people are like, we
What a
won't talk
fucking
about
loser, dude.
We won't
What a
talk about it for
fucking
too long, but
complete
I just
loser.
think that's a very funny story, and I think that's deserving to be talked about. It's funny. It's a funny
Damn.
story. Damn.
So what albums have you been listening
Yeah.
What's that one song Andrew Tate did back in the day?
Yeah,
Fucking,
song.
He did a song.
he did multiple songs, I believe. You want to watch it? No, I'm just kidding.
You know what I'm listening to a lot? I'm listening to a lot of the, I've been coming back to that Billy Woods album, Ethiopies, a lot. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but God, that shit is so good, dude.
I've been listening to a lot of Yo La Tango, like just all their
Remorseless
stuff.
off that album. Oh, nasty.
The Billy Woods one?
Yeah, disgusting. That's
Yeah.
such a disgusting
No, so
song.
good, dude.
Oh.
The first, 4 tracks are all, so fucking good, dude. So good.
I watched
So
The Planet
fucking-
from
he's so
Orbit.
talented.
Remorseless. Oh, goddamn.
Ooh! Woo! Yeah,
Nasty.
no, dude. I remember when it came out. I was like walking through campus, and I had my headphones in, and I was just like, I could kill a man right now. Like I was like so hopped up. I was like, no one can touch me. This is awesome.
The Romanian police will never know.
I am invincible in these sunglasses.
I am invincible in the...
Casey Neistat moment.
Gay. It's a subliminal messages that they put in after the fact.
Holy shit, dude.
I've been listening the album Summer Sun by Yo La Tengo. I don't listen to the full thing all the time, but there's some fucking bangers on there. Beach Party Tonight, Little Eyes, Nothing But You and Me, Season of the Shark, Today's the Day, Tiny Birds. Like the first 6 songs right there. Those are the first 6 songs, all bangers. And then Let's Be Still is the second to last track on there. It's 10 minutes long. Fuck yeah, that song rocks, dude. It's awesome. I love that album. I love Yo La Tengo. They're sick. That's gonna be my next like deep dive band because I've only been listening to that one album forever, and I want to like actually get.
Don't they have a new album coming out?
They do in 2023. They released a single for it, Fallout, and it was pretty good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
I'm just excited for. I mean, speaking of albums, I'm excited for it, man. Black Country New Road LP3.
There's not even a date.
What?
There's not even a date for it.
Already?
Yeah.
Gee,
I know,
feel like-
but they already announced. I mean, it's coming
like it just
out.
came
Like,
out.
they
Jesus
already
Christ.
announced it's gonna come out. It doesn't matter because, like, bro, I already heard the shit live, and like, it's so fucking.
I've
good.
heard recordings of it, and I agree, it's amazing. But
Turbine/Pigs has the ability to be like one of their best songs if they like record it with like.
Would you say it could be their basketball shoes?
I've heard they're releasing.
No, did I bring this up? Did I bring this up on the podcast already when I was pissed about this?
Crap about it.
The whole basketball shoes thing.
No.
I was listening to your guys' duo podcast, and you brought up the fact that I say the things in the basketball shoes of things, and you guys completely misunderstood my fucking point. I was slandered and had no chance to defend myself.
Good.
When I say something is the basketball
should
shoes
be.
something, I don't mean that it's just like a good song that I like a lot. I just mean that it has like the same structure of like small sections that all culminate into one big building moment at the end. So fuck both of you. 'Cause that is not what I meant at all.
all right. Well, here's the thing with that is that a lot of the songs that you do call the basketball shoes of blank band or whatever don't even do that half the time. Like
I've only said that for two songs, as far as I remember.
The Magician by Black Midi, the unreleased track Magician, great song. It does have a build towards the end. But you cannot tell me there are little tiny sections that has a build at the end when it's like two, maybe the beginning section, and then there's the 6-minute long closing section that's just a build the entire time. That is not like basketball shoes. It is not like basketball shoes.
It is though. Oh my god, it literally is.
No,
though.
because
Like, it
basketball
literally
shoes is
though.
like basketball
That's
shoes
a
has had
valuable
like
comparison.
has had like 5 different sections before the ending. Like
No, it does not. No, it does not. It has like 2.
2.
It has 2 verses that follow like the same structure, and then it just does.
Okay,
the
yeah,
outro.
but there's little tiny sections between the verses.
Oh, bro, like this is not that far. You're acting like these are. I'm talking about like Earth, and you're talking about Pluto. It's like these are similar.
This was
structures.
very
It's not that far
coincidental that I
apart.
just chose to eat
It's
popcorn. this
2
episode.
different windmill bands who both have this really long song that culminates in a massive build. It's the same shit.
Okay, all right, I agree. Long song, massive build.
No, you don't.
We're,
No, you don't agree.
I
You
don't
don't agree,
agree
actually.
with the section part. I don't think that makes sense at all. Because the Black Midi song is like 2 sections. The Black Country New Road one, there's like multiple sections in that, way more than 2. I'd say like there's like 5 at minimum. Maybe 6.
No way, dude.
Yes.
No way. That's just not true.
What do you mean? There's like, do you look on Genius and it says, section 1, 2, 3 because some fucking dumbass on Genius said so?
Whoa.
No, but it's like a song where it has verses. It has
Yes,
different
verses, but there's multiple 3-minute long sections that don't have verses.
Comparing Magician to Basketball Shoes is just like straight up not that far off. It's like,
I wouldn't call it their basketball shoes though. I think it's a much more
How would you
I think it's
not?
a much straightforward post-rock song than anything. Basketball shoes is
no,
more
what is
like
bro? What do you even say? A post rock? It's not even a post rock. Magician is not a post rock song.
I'm not saying post. All right, I am saying post-rock.
That is what you said.
It has elements of post-rock, right?
Bro,
I'm saying that's more post-rock than basketball shoes. That's all I'm saying.
No, what is it? Basketball Shoes is way more post-rock than fucking
You think
Magician.
so?
That's just not true. For sure. Magician is way more like of their... it has way more...
I've
like,
always
almost-
considered Black Country Road more art rock than post rock. Since the beginning.
Really? I
Yes.
disagree.
Yeah. I've always
They're
considered
more art
it.
rock.
This is the most nerdy argument
Answer
we've
there
ever
is more
had.
post-rock.
This is the most nerd. We gotta stop. I'm like pissed at
This
myself.
is bullshit.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. I'm pissed at you too.
You should be mad at me. I'm the one that called you out mainly. Jake just nodded his head and
the
laughed.
biggest. I think you're missing the biggest offender here. You said, "Crucify Me" is Brockhampton's basketball.
Yeah!
That might have been a stretch.
Yeah!
That might have been a stretch.
That's
That
such
might
a
have been
fucking stretch. All right, I'm not backing down from that one. That's whoa.
Let me rephrase. It's the snow globes of Brockhampton.
What is that?
I just looked up Midwest emo intro. I wanted to put it over you guys fighting.
All right,
The ex-military intro.
guys. All right, that'd be funny.
Military
That'd be
intro.
funny. All right, guys. We meant to talk about this 3 weeks ago. Jake, you
I
saw
watched
Nope.
a movie. I did. I saw a movie.
Jake finally.
Finally,
watched the
and
movie.
we're finally
I
talking
watched
about it.
Nope. The
Yeah.
Jordan Peele thriller.
The Jordan Peterson thriller, where he
The
talks
Jordan-
about how it's actually gay to suck cock.
Well,
And how it's actually
Lay out the benzos, buddy.
If
it's
it-
actually straight to
It's actually-
like guys.
Me and my friends all sleep naked in a bed together because it pumps our testosterone.
all I'm saying is, if Hitler was a
Naked.
baby,
So Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele, Jordan Peterson. We watched the movie, not together, independently, but I watched it with my friend. He had the DVD because he loves the movie, and I sat down and I watched it with him. And it
Well,
was,
have we ever talked about the movie in full?
have we?
On this?
Jackson definitely talked about it on the
a little bit.
PGN podcast because I remember explicitly your critique,
Plug.
and I agree 100% with your critique. Do we gotta?
Can we talk
spoil?
spoilers? Can we
Yeah,
talk
do we
spoilers?
It's been out for long enough.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Fuck you. We're not even gonna give you a time.
Fuck off.
You should skip to.
The
So
Spoiler.
basically, my issue is that the movie has this reoccurring symbolic image of, or like, clip.
you saved me, but why?
He froze.
Monkey.
But I would have liked the movie a lot better. What?
You've been
Holy shit.
frozen.
Yeah, you've
for
been
like
frozen.
a couple seconds, and you were like like this. You were like this, and then it cut back into you moving really fast. You went. My critique was.
Doug Walker moment. Sorry, Jackson. Please continue.
Oh God. Okay. Anyways,
Jake, edit
There's
that to where his
recurring-
audio cuts out.
I'll try.
For that.
there's this reoccurring clip of like this monkey that like goes crazy on the set.
Monkey.
And I understand the symbol and I respect it a lot. I get what he's trying to say about like the spectacle, and all that. But my big issue was that I was spending the whole movie waiting for the monkey to come back into the plot. And also the shoe at the beginning that's standing straight up. I was like, oh, that's going to get explained. And the fact that it didn't left me more upset than it did, like, understanding. Because, like, once again, everyone always comes at me like, well, you just didn't get it. I did get it, and I understand. You can have symbols that are more, like, invested in the plot
Like metaphorical.
and still have it work. Exactly. Like, that happens constantly in films. It just felt weird to me, you know? Like I think there's an example where, like, in Everything Everywhere, right? Like, they have the bagel, and that's, like, supposed to symbolize, like, suicide or, like, nihilism, whatever you want to say it is. It would be like having that show up at the beginning and then never explaining what it is except for, like, nodding to it once. You know, having it be a part of the plot is what made it so special, and I wish that Jordan Peele had found a way to do that a little bit more fluidly.
Yeah, Jake, you talk about it because you just saw
Yeah.
it. So
Well,
and
also the
you have
character
thoughts.
that's associated with dies like halfway through the movie, so it's not like he's gonna be there to like fulfill out the storytelling or anything like that. I thought the scene alone, it was pretty cool. It was a cool scene. We came to consensus.
I think it was the best scene in the movie. I just wish they had
Yeah,
used it more.
we came to consensus that
The
Jordan
monkey
Peele was
scene?
like, yeah.
Yeah,
Jordan
that scene
Peele-
is the best scene. That's the best scene. Like, I was fucking freaking out.
Yeah,
that
Jordan
whole-
Peterson
like, genuinely
was like,
scary.
yeah, Jordan Peterson was like, yo, I got a great idea for a shot, but I don't want to wait till my next movie to put it in. I could probably think of a way to squeeze it in this one.
Yeah.
That's the vibe that
Yeah.
we got. Because
So-
it was
so-
pretty disconnected, but cool scene.
I like that they started with that. I thought that was a compelling way to begin the movie, was to show that little clip. Like, that was good. But I agree. Like, look, I'm a little bit more forgiving over it. I think I gave it a 7 out of 10 on a letterbox or something like that. Jackson, I think you raised your score, right? You raised it or whatever. I don't
It's a
know.
6 out of 10. I give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, all right. So I'm a bit more forgiving about the monkey because I like fully understand, and I think that scene was so effective at like making you feel like unnerved in the theater, especially in the theater. Like that was kind of nuts to watch in like a theater with people.
I don't want to cut you off, but real quick,
You're good.
I love because they play it twice, like for the beginning of the monkey,
Yeah.
and they looks at the camera, and then you cut back again later in the movie to the kid, and you realize what you watched in the beginning was the kid's POV. So when the
Yeah.
monkey looks at you, you're like, "Oh shit!" That's literally what we did
Yeah.
when we were watching. We're
Yeah,
like,
that-
"Oh fuck!"
I think
so
the
funny.
thing that's so annoying is they introduce that at the beginning, and then after the scene's over, they cut back to what the fuck was the kid's name?
Glenn.
No, it was the
Glenn
name of a
Quagmire.
planet. I feel like it was definitely the name of a planet.
Let's just
It
call him
wasn't
Glenn.
Like
Let's
that.
just call him Glenn from The Walking Dead.
Hold on.
I'm Glenn Quagmire.
Fuck.
I'm Glenn Quagmire. I'm Glenn Quagmire. I'm Glenn Quagmire. I'm Glenn Quagmire.
I'm Glenn Quagmire. I'm Glenn Quagmire. I'm Glenn Quagmire. I'm Glenn Quagmire. Let's look at IMDb.
Now, which Asian actor is
I'm
Luke
looking
gonna
at it right now. Hold on.
confuse
Ricky
with...
Jupe.
Jupe. It's Jupe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
th-
like
they
Jupiter.
They cut back to him, and immediately after the Gordy scene, they show how he's exploiting the horses for the alien ship / monster. Right. That scene is very creepy. Like the scene of all the people getting sucked up by the ship. Like
That
that
is
scene,
freaky.
one of the freakiest scenes in the whole movie. Right.
I
They just kill him off.
he
immediately.
just dies. So like, there's no
just
really
dies.
continuation of that story.
Yeah, it just kind of started and ended with that monkey.
I mean,
scene.
I get what he was trying to do with like the
I
parallels.
get it.
to,
I
like-
get it too. But I just feel like
Yeah.
it's kind of. I don't want to say lazy. It's not lazy. It's not. I think it's just the kind of storytelling.
It was just a choice that I wasn't a fan of.
Yeah, I agree. I think, Jake, I want to ask you. Would you say you were pretty unnerved or scared throughout most of the movie?
The only parts I was really unnerved or scared of was the monkey scene, because when I found out it was the POV of the kid, I got spooked. And also, like what you said, the inside when the spaceship's like eating the people, because the fact that you could hear the screams, but it's just like this industrial ambient hum the whole time. That's just I hated that.
I'm also just super claustrophobic, so that just sounds
yeah,
like
yeah, that's literally what it was. It was just people just like in a
But-
tight tunnel.
For me personally, I thought the movie was amazing at building tension, and then as soon as it's revealed that it's just a monster and it's not an alien ship, all of it went away. And then the third act started, and it just turned into an action movie.
Yeah, it turned. I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
see
lost
that.
all tension because I was like, oh, it's just a blockbuster action movie now. Everything will end up being fine. That's how I felt.
I will say I was totally expecting the end to be some shit where like, ooh, it's an ambiguous ending. It's up to you if they proved it was real and if the main character died.
They kind of did that, but
because
well,
they got the picture and the guy was on the horse, so it was like he lived.
well, that's the ambiguous part is whether or not that guy actually survived. Because I don't think
Wait, what guy?
the main guy from
the horse?
Nope. Yeah, OJ.
He? What do you
Does
mean?
he not?
He lived.
Does he not appear on a horse? Then
Yeah.
yeah,
he's on horseback.
No, he does. I always thought that was up for interpretation, though, whether that was just like her like seeing
Okay,
him
I
because he's
think-
actually alive.
I
or-
think that's kinda-
I thought it was.
I
pretty
feel like,
set in
but
stone.
I don't think I'm the only person that's thought that. I've seen other people say that, like on Letterboxd or like.
Really? I've never heard that. I mean,
I always thought that part was kind of up for interpretation, and I personally did not like that. Like I personally, the way I view about it, I think it's up for interpretation, but I do think he's alive at the end. Like that's just how I think of it. But I think I don't know. I didn't like that in my viewpoint that I thought that was the case.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't sneeze.
God, I keep almost sneezing and it's really
Manual
oh my God, that
breathing.
sucks so bad. Audio jungle.
Guys, Jordan Peele's next movie. Ouch. It's coming soon.
Ooh. His next movie.
But
Get Out Us. Nope. What's another title? What if it was Penis?
God.
Yes.
Cock.
The movie.
Cock the movie.
It was just diluted.
And Jordan Peele's like, it's like Daniel Kaluuya is always in a Jordan Peele movie, so it's like he's the main actor, and he's like, what was that? And it's like the trailer's like, dung, and it's just like an outline of a dick in a shadow.
No.
And it's like it's too.
That's
big.
horrifying. That's scary.
Pretty scary.
It won't stop growing.
It won't stop.
It won't stop. It's too hard.
Yes.
It's been hard for 4 hours. He has to call his doctor.
That's pretty funny.
Wait, is that a problem?
Is that not normal?
Is that not normal?
To be hard for.
He's checking.
Dude, this is the trailer. This is what's happening in the trailer.
Sorry, I got excited.
Yeah.
What was your guys' movie of the year?
We talked about this. Whatever.
Watch the
No, we
award
did
show.
not.
Watch
Yeah,
the
we
award
did.
show.
Really, barely would talk.
We did.
Oh yeah, we did.
In
fucking
the
did.
bonus episode that is yet to be released.
This has to be even edited. It's yet to be
Yeah,
made.
it has to be even edited.
Yet to have been created.
I didn't watch many movies this year.
Damn.
I gotta go through my noodle and try to think what movies I watched this year.
Through the Noodle. That's a cool title for a movie.
Through the Noodle. That's everywhere.
Too bad the
That's
episode
some
title
James
is
John Malkovich
Perseverance, because I said so. It's Perseverance. Episode
It is
99.
Perseverance.
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 We have to put that in there, or else the title doesn't make any sense.
It'd be funnier if you did.
that is so
and you're just
true.
like, why is this called?
That's
why?
true. That's
why is
true.
This called Perseverance.
Do you guys have all right, guys, favorite cooking video of the year on YouTube?
What
Go.
do you mean?
I do not have that.
Mine is from Guga Foods.
Google Foods.
Oh my God.
I know it's not 2022, but compound butter. Oh my god, I will watch that
Guga
for
Food.
years.
Guga Food did a video about compound butter. It has holy shit, 1 million views in 6 days. It's called "The Greatest Steak I Have Ever Made." This is it, #1. That's the title of the video. And what he
This
did,
is it.
what he did,
The
is
Strokes album?
he made a compound butter. He made a compound butter taste like Nashville hot chicken like sauce, but he made a compound butter out of it, and he seasoned his steak like Nashville hot chicken.
God damn.
And he said it's the best steak he's ever made ever.
I'm
Well, you're making me hungry as fuck,
bro.
dog.
Don't
I'm
do
so
this.
sorry, Jake. I'm sorry.
This is not funny.
Oh my god. And I got a
man's
McDonald's
going
ad
through it.
before the video. It's really not really helping my case.
Brother,
Oh,
it's
and a
going
little
down.
duck caught in an oil spill.
Oh.
Poor little shit.
Good for him. Probably deserved it.
Speaking of YouTube ads, this is I have a coworker. Every time I go over to her place to like hang out with everyone, we'll be watching YouTube. And for whatever reason, all of her YouTube ads are about kids with cancer. And I'm like, why is every time we've showed up to her
Do you guys?
house,
I
it's
keep
kids
getting
with
the fucking
cancer, and I'm
Sandy
like, this
Hook
just
ads.
makes me sad. I have not seen those.
I keep getting one where a parent from the Sandy Hook shooting will come on and be like, "Hi, as we all know, gunfire." And I'm just like, Jesus, dude. I'm just trying to watch fucking
I'm trying to watch Mr. Beast Goes to
a
Antarctica.
Minecraft video. Yeah, I don't. This is like so depressing.
Mr. Beast goes to Blockbuster.
Guys, I traveled 50 hours to go to Blockbuster, and this is crazy.
I went to the only alive Blockbuster in the entire world in Bend, Oregon.
What was another fuck?
More like bend over again.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, yeah. I'm still blowing.
I always get the ad where it's like, I forget, it's like for some Mountain Dew drink, but they're like, oh, I'm so thirsty, I need Mountain Dew, and it's like the guy pulls up on a motorcycle, and says, but it doesn't take one kick of Mountain. You know what I'm talking about?
I've never gotten
I
that.
get that all the time. It's the most
have
annoying
never
ad
gotten
of all time.
I've gotten Mountain Dew ads, but it's with Charlie Day, and he comes in and he's like, "These ads keep getting shorter and shorter," and then like they cut him off. And
I like Charlie
He's
Day.
like,
I
"Wait,
don't
I'm
mind
not
those.
done yet."
I just started
Charlie
watching
Day.
the Always Sunny
Yeah, I tried that
podcast.
too.
Actually,
I heard that's a good podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I
heard
watched
that's a
the
good
one with Danny
podcast.
DeVito, and it's actually very informative. You learn.
Don't they just talk about the show, like just
Yeah,
how they
well,
make the show?
I watched 2 episodes. There's one with Danny DeVito where he was pretty much like telling how he got his start and everything. I'm like, that's actually really fucking interesting. I never knew that. Did you know
like
Danny
that.
DeVito was a hairstylist? I did not
Really?
know that. That's a
I
fun
did not
fact.
know that.
Have you guys seen him? Have you guys seen him in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Danny DeVito was in that movie.
Yeah, he had like a major role in it.
I've
He plays,
never
like, this
seen
little-
them. I've never
he's
seen the movie.
So young.
I had
in
to
it.
read. I had to read the. I had to read the book for one of my classes.
I did too.
Yeah, I had to read the book.
The movie's
book-
incredible, bro.
the-
You gotta watch the movie.
The book's incredible. The book's amazing,
Yeah.
dude.
No, it is facts.
I want to read. Wait, who wrote that book? It was fucking.
I can't remember,
Jordan
but
Peterson.
It's
but-
not. It's not Kurt Vonnegut, right?
No, it's not Kurt Vonnegut.
Kurt Angle.
Kurt
He
Vonnegut's
does
amazing.
Slaughterhouse
Kurt
Five.
Vonnegut's like all-time great writer. Dude's great writer. I need to
Matthew
read more
McConaughey.
books in 2023.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, but I want to watch
See
that
ya.
movie. I heard the movie's insane.
It is, and Danny DeVito's in it as a serious role, and he kills it. He's awesome in it.
Yeah. What were you saying, Jake? Anyway, sorry.
I don't know, something
Side
about
tangent.
Danny DeVito. Oh, I watched them.
He was saying that Jordan
I watched them
Peterson loves
fight
the movie.
on the podcast. It was actually really fascinating because they had creative differences and they talked about it on the pod. And I'm like, this is
I
fucking
saw that. I
fascinating.
saw that clip.
Yeah.
But it was the episode where it wasn't Danny DeVito. It
No,
was
this
some,
was another episode. This is the
It
other
was
one
some
of the
woman.
two.
I saw a clip of it because it was
No,
recommended.
the
to me.
woman
It was-
is the is like the not co-host. It's like the caretaker. I can't, for the lack of a better term, like the person who makes sure everything runs smoothly. Producer. I guess.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, because there's actually a producer on the show though. So there's the producer and then there's this other woman, caretaker. Let's just go with that.
But anyway, I saw that clip because they were arguing about. It was a very civil argument, but they were talking about how they have like disagreements on how they make the show. And the way I was listening to it, the entire time I was just thinking, Charlie Day's vision for this show is literally the perfect vision for It's Always Sunny. Literally the perfect one. He wants the show to stay in 4-3. He wanted to stay in 4-3 since the beginning. He doesn't want them to do any gimmick seasons where they go to like a country or something like that. You know, you saw that clip, right, Jake? Is
Yeah,
that it?
yeah.
But the whole time I was like, Charlie Day, like easily has the best vision for that show.
I will say from that, I think a little bit of everyone's in the right here. So I think the 4-3 would work now, but in hindsight, when everyone was going to 16:9,
That's also a good
like
point.
you'd be seen as behind the times. However, if they did next season in 4-3, oh, that'd be lit.
Yeah.
And I kind of understand what he's talking about with like gimmick seasons, because Jackson, did you see the clip, Jackson?
No,
The whole-
I started watching It's Always Sunny when it was
The
on
episode
Netflix.
your dad was on.
And then before I finished the first season, it got taken off, and I haven't been able to finish it since.
So it's the argument's pretty much it's Rob McElhenney, right? Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob said that he wanted a season where they went to Ireland as like to cause alcohol, haha, and they had like a big table discussion about why it was a bad idea. It's like, Rob's point was like, you're afraid of change, Charlie. You're afraid of change. And then like Luke said, Charlie's point was, well, I just don't want it to be a gimmick. And I thought it was very fascinating just looking inside of a writer's room, even though they weren't really writing, just the minds of people creating like that. I'm like, a very civil discussion. They were
Well,
just
that was very
saying their
interesting to me
feelings.
too, because to see them argue so much, it's crazy, because Always Sunny is one of those shows where it's like people argue that's like one of the very few like sitcoms that started and like back then that's still going and has like arguably not jumped the shark yet.
Yeah.
Like it's still good.
Isn't it episode
Yeah.
season like 15 or something?
Yeah, but
like,
apparently
high up
it's
there.
still good.
I need to watch
they're-
Always Sunny. I feel like it resonate with me. I feel
Charlie
like
Work,
a fucking
Charlie
like,
Work,
half-hour drive.
all-time great TV episode. Charlie Work is fucking phenomenal. I believe it's season 10. It's
I've been
great.
told that
They're all just so good, like just great comedians. And I know, have you guys seen the clip? I mean, have you seen the whole show, Luke?
No, not the whole show. I see episodes. I need to start watching the whole thing now.
I know that
Same
there's
thing with
like this
Seinfeld.
there's this crazy episode where like they have like a serious moment where it's Rob's character like comes out as gay through like a performative dance in front of Danny DeVito. It's supposed to be really emotional, and like Danny DeVito starts crying.
They were
like,
talking
crazy.
about that in the argument. They were like some people thought that the Rob getting fat, that was like Mac getting fat, was a gimmick. So they were like, "Ooh, we don't know if that'd be a good idea." And people are saying that that's like incredible since he went fat and then he got really ripped and they did that performative dance.
Yeah. Interesting. I don't know.
I heard
the podcast sounds interesting though. I
heard the pilot
watch the show and
is
listen to that.
like one of the funniest pilots of all time.
I was also when I started watching it, I think I was just too young. Where I was kind of like I wasn't like ready for that kind
You
of
just were
comedy
like,
yet.
adult humor. Ha 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 ha.
No, exactly. I was just kind of like, all
I
right.
feel like
cool.
I like the Always Sunny podcast. Like the idea of that podcast is better than like an Office Ladies.
I was just gonna say it's Office Ladies, but 2.0. Office Ladies
well,
2.0.
it's better because
That's different, though.
Well, Office Ladies is two actresses from The Office who are best friends. Like they genuinely are just best friends in real life, and they just recap the show. The It's Always Sunny podcast is different because the three guys are the main actors. And they created and write and do everything on the show.
Yeah, they're the creative
And it's
force.
still on air too.
And it's still on air. Yeah.
It's a fascinating.
Whereas
look.
Office Ladies feels more like
Like
we don't really have much else to do.
Yeah.
Like we have to start.
that's like
banking
half
on
the
this
dude.
one
There's
show
like
we were on.
5 Office podcasts now. It's
Dude,
fucking.
It's like when is it?
It's sad. It makes me sad because I'll see like an Office actor like fucking Kevin from The Office. What is his name in real life?
I don't know.
Jordan Peterson.
Brian Baumgartner.
Brian Griffin. Do you know he's dead?
Brian
Brian from Family Guy's dead?
Brian.
Dog, stop playing with me.
No.
Stop playing with me.
But
Stop playing with
Brian,
me.
the guy who acted as Kevin, has his own Office recap podcast.
Which is very funny.
Why do you need 2? What
So we can have some
different-
money.
I mean, what different
And no offense to
perspective-
him,
what
but
different
like he was
perspective?
kind of. It wasn't like he was that big of a part of the show. Where like there were episodes that were.
He was like a side,
Catalyst.
like he was a side character. Like he,
Yeah, which is fine and respectable. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, Oscar is a family friend of my dad's.
really?
And yeah, so like those are great roles to have, but it's just like why are we still like it just feels a little gimmicky.
It's like if your dad
Like,
made
oh,
an It's Always Sunny podcast because he was in the one episode.
no, literally, or even a Dog with a Blog podcast because he was like a main part of that, but like that's
He directed an episode. I forget which one was called, but it's framed in your house.
It would well, that's the thing. Like it would feel like
Stan
you're
rescues his
it would
princess.
feel
There you
like
go.
you're stuck on one thing. Like that's the thing that a lot of those actors, like whenever The Office ended, they were just like, oh, let's just take a break for 5 years. The Office has paid literally, I will never have to work another day in my life. I can do nothing. And now a lot of them are just bored because they haven't acted or done any big roles in like years.
Yeah, why is that? Like, I feel like those actors could get jobs like easy.
I think the show was so huge.
They just thought they could ride
It
it.
still is huge.
They just thought they could ride it.
Probably.
I guess so, but you also have to remember, like, I also have empathy for them because just like the most talented people on the planet, like hit it big for a show, and then the next day it's like they just can't get a job.
Really?
And it's not their fault.
Fascinating.
Yeah, it happens constantly. I mean, even the guy who who made The Revenant, who directed The Revenant, came and talked to my school, and he just had a new movie come out called Bardo, and he was like, yeah, I had to fight tooth and nail to get this made because like it's like one day you're in, and the next day it's like we don't want to touch you anymore.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's just crazy. Like the guy who made The Revenant, like which run
a great movie.
Oscar winning, Leonardo DiCaprio starring, film.
Yeah, but the guy who spilled chili on The Office, we need a podcast from him.
We do.
That's all I'm saying.
I gotta know
No,
his
we do.
side of the story.
We do.
No,
He's got a lot to say.
What's
Jackson-
another?
Oh.
No, you go. Jake.
Wait, what do you say, Jake?
I
I was
didn't
gonna
have
say,
anything to
We
say.
could stick it on the acting talk. You don't have to say explicitly which ones, but I don't even know if you can answer this question. But did your dad ever get any of those roles he auditioned for while we were there? I'd think about that like all the time.
So.
Can we even?
I don't remember which ones he
bring this
auditioned
up?
for.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna say which ones he auditioned for. I was just curious if he did get any of them.
No, I couldn't remember.
Oh, you
Like
couldn't?
I don't
Okay.
think he did though.
The only reason I bring this up is because on one of the latest episodes of the PGN podcast, your dad, like I was watching, he said, you were gonna watch the new Babylon movie, and he let slip. He was like, "Oh yeah, no, I auditioned for a part in that movie." And I'm like, "That's just crazy."
He did.
That's weird.
He
That's
did,
like
which is so
crazy.
weird. I remember hearing about Babylon like 2 years ago because he was like, "I got an audition for the new Damien Chazelle movie," and I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah."
So in his, I don't know if you can answer this. It's probably your dad question, but like, is it like weird when your dad watches that scene to be like, "Fuck, that could have been me"?
It is because he knows what the original scene was supposed to be because they cut a lot of the guy's lines.
Really?
If you whoever's watching this has seen Babylon, there's a scene where
I still need to watch it. I heard it's fucking awful.
It's horrible. Where Brad Pitt's character gets kind of like hired on this really crap movie during the end of his career, and my dad was supposed to get the gig of the director of that shoot. And the guy, his lines got like a whole scene got cut between the director and Brad Pitt. So it's not like my dad watched that and goes like, "Oh damn, I could have done it better." But it's kind of like, "Oh, it's weird that that's the direction they took that in."
Yeah.
And it's also interesting because sometimes we'll come back and be like, "Bro, they gave my job to like Leonardo DiCaprio," or it's like, "I would have never gotten that. I don't even know why they were auditioning me."
Right.
Or sometimes we'll come back and be like, "Yeah, I probably could have done that, but like it wasn't
Like
that big of a role." You know,
like South Park when they had Stan the dog, they used George Clooney as the voice actor for Stan's dog.
Oh, I thought you meant Stan the dog from Dog with the Blog.
Oh,
Stan's dog.
Stan's
I
dog.
was like, no way. How have I
from
never
South
heard about
Park,
this?
yeah.
That's crazy.
George Clooney did it.
So I have not seen Babylon yet. I'm planning on seeing it sometime soon because it hilariously bombed in the box office, and maybe not hilarious. But I heard at like all Regal cinemas or like some movie theaters, like it opens, the movie starts with a clip of Margot Robbie going, "I'm so happy you all are watching Babylon."
It does. At AMC,
how it
it
should
does.
be seen in a packed theater, and then people on Twitter are like embarrassed to watch it because they are watching it in an empty theater. No one is there.
That's actually really.
Did I tell you anything? Did I tell you anything about the
You
movie?
just told me what it was about because I didn't know what it was about. You didn't tell me anything.
Okay.
I fucking hate the trailers and the commercials for it. They're so edited like annoyingly.
But
like,
Tobey
just
Maguire's in
annoying.
it. Spider-Man's
Yeah, but they
in
keep
it.
using that
I'll
same
say
clip
two
where he's like,
things.
and he's like laughing. It's like so. Like, that was worst Jake face contender ever.
I'll say three things. When me and my friends left the movie theater, we sat in the car for an hour and just aired our grievances. Like that's the first thing I'll say. For an hour.
God, I hate. Boop. It wasn't even related
Don't
to
even
the
get me
movie,
started about
actually.
the other race.
It wasn't even related to the movie.
There's going to be a moment towards the end of the film. There's going to be a moment towards the end of the film where you go, "Okay, what the fuck is happening?" And like in like a way where you're like, "What? Like, is this the same movie?"
Did he play Fortnite in the bathtub?
And the third thing, this isn't really much of a
Among
spoiler,
Us,
but I'll say
sorry,
it anyways.
Among Us.
I don't get this game.
There is a shot in the movie that is from Avatar.
Do we see?
And not even like it's the same shot. I mean, like an actual shot from the first Avatar film appears in the movie Babylon.
Interesting. I love that. I just love that that's a fact.
So that's the three things
That's
I'd
like
say.
that's as funny as of a fact as Glass Onion starts with a 10-minute scene where he's playing Among Us in a bathtub.
Jesus
Do we
Christ.
see Margot Robbie's feet in this movie?
I'll go see
You
for
do.
her.
Yeah.
You do?
Fuck yeah!
Yes, dude.
Guys, she's so hot.
Tiffany's gonna get mad at that. Whatever, I don't care. She's bad.
Bro.
Oh fuck, Georgia, I'm sorry. Just in case she's listening.
George Ellery. God.
I take it back.
I haven't brought that bit up.
I wanted to
in a
go to
grip.
see Jockstrap live, and because it was a small venue, I wanted to get a picture with Georgia Ellery, or have her say something like, "Hey, Luke, you suck," or something.
How do you think I felt? I thought whenever I bought my Black
you've been
Midi
such a
tickets,
good boy.
that I thought Black Country New Road was going to be touring with them, but it was Quelle Chris, that fucker. No, I'm just kidding. He was great.
Fucking idiot.
No, Quake was
But,
awesome.
but I thought it was going to be Black Country New Road. I was going to make a joke that Georgia Ellery was there in the flesh.
In sniffing distance.
So I hated that.
Oh, I'm gonna.
I hated that.
I'm
hated
gonna
hearing
snip
that.
her.
Oh, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, I'm saying it.
I'm curious, since this is the new year, guys. We talked about resolutions on the bonus. I'm like the content format like of resolutions. Jackson, I like your thing. If we want to talk about content, 'cause I like when we talk about content.
I do too.
Cool.
So elaborate on what you said, Jackson, on the bonus is what I was getting at.
Oh.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, my resolution is I want to have 10 videos out by this end of this year, like 10 new videos, including the one that comes out. I'm including the one that comes out on New Year's.
That's cheap.
Well, okay, I'm going to Paris, so I'm not
Goodbye,
even able to
Andrew
film
Tate.
until after.
Goodbye, Andrew Tate is what it
Oh,
says.
God.
Sorry.
Thank you, Drama Alert. Thank you, Keemstar.
Yeah, I want to have 10 videos up. I already have an idea for what I want to do for the next one. I told the guys about it, but I'm keeping it hush-hush for now. Yeah, hopefully this next one is going to be easier to do than this one. So, stoked for that. Stoked for it being easier. And the
That's
audio
the
is going to be
goal.
fucky, because that pisses me off so much.
You can tell them.
I
Yeah,
finished-
fine.
yeah.
It sounded
I finished
fine.
coloring it yesterday. Everything's uploaded and ready to go.
Did you?
And I'm just like,
Did you do the thing? Did you?
bro, I crushed the blacks.
He did it, guys. Yes.
The best out of context phrase.
Although they
of all
don't call
time.
it that in DaVinci. Like, there wasn't an actual, like, so it wasn't as fun. I just, like,
Jackson's like,
Fuck with the
I
lift and
crushed
gamma
the
and the
hell out of the blacks, and the coloring for my
contrast.
video went great as well.
And also the
the
contrast.
coloring's
was on
alright.
point.
My roommate would have done a better job, but, I'm happy-ish with it. We'll see how it does.
Luke, can you please elaborate on your thing you said? What the fuck do you mean by original videos?
Like I'm not. Like, it
Okay,
won't
so
be a
so real quick, tell what you said on the bonus.
for my content thing was I'm changing how I run my Twitter and Instagram. Like, my Twitter is gonna be like a blog where I'm serious or whatever, and on my Instagram I might have not started it as of me recording, but I have an idea for that. I don't want to spoil that. Essentially, my Instagram will just be like its own series of things, but that's all I can say about that. But as for the YouTube channel, I have Luke on Demand, but I feel like I'm holding myself back a little bit because as much as I love Luke on Demand, I can only make a skit video once every like 5 episodes normally. Like, that's what I do for most of the time, where it's a skit only. Plus, on top of that, the skit only videos for Luke on Demand are like continuing the story forward, whether it's like character progression or like something's happening. You know what I mean? So the original videos is going to be out of character, just standalone skit videos where it's just me maybe playing myself, maybe not, maybe I'm playing a character or something. Essentially I'm going to be ripping off Joel Haver. I'm just going to be doing weekly short film skits. Not weekly, but you know what I mean.
I see. Okay.
I'm just going to be doing my own, like, I'll just be making skit videos because I want to. And it's not going to be as often as it sounds the way I'm talking about it, but I am going to start the first year with a video that won't be under the Luke on Demand name. So that will be fun.
Are you gonna do the animation
Holy
style
shit.
like Joel?
No.
Which animation, quote unquote? I know
Well,
how he does it.
I barely watch his animations. I
Yeah.
barely watch his animations. I think his original like filmed stuff is way cooler and funnier. One of the funniest videos I've found on the internet like recently was a short film he did called Animal Predator Busted in Boise or something like that. And it's like it's a news skit about this guy who was in a band that got arrested for committing bestiality. And it starts off completely straight, like not a joke at all, and then the punchline hits and it's so fucking funny. It's hilarious. We'll have to watch it before we record the thing after this.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I'll bring that up off podcast.
Jake,
Me?
what about you, content-wise? What are you doing?
I'm actually in the final stages of this video. I'm for the fuck Skillshare sponsorship. And I scrapped the video I was gonna do. Like, I literally was like halfway through, I'm like, I hate this. I'm stopping it.
Really?
What was it? Can you say?
Yeah. So I found this album that was released by Garfield, the orange cat that hates Mondays, loves lasagna. And and it was a Euro house
course.
album, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, what the fuck?
And I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a funny video about this, and I make it, and I'm like, I hate this. Like, this sucks. And I just trashed
That's
it.
tough.
And now I made one of the most, like, not experimental, like, like, fucking Eraserhead. But for my channel, this is, like, really out there. Like, I've never done anything like this before.
Oh, I love that.
And
This
I'm
is a
really,
new video. When's it coming out?
just in early January.
Will it be on Patreon here soon?
It should be, yeah. I'm actually really scared. I'm worried.
Is it done?
Almost. I'm waiting on some effects to be delivered. I'm very, very scared about it, but for overall the year, I hope that this new style goes well and I can do more like it, because it was fun doing it like that, because it was, you know,
Oh, I'm actually stoked for
when
that.
you do something a little weird, you love doing like something a little out there, you know, something different, something against the norm. And when you do something against the norm, you're like, wow, this like reinvigorated me. And that's kind of what I felt like. And not saying I want to take a break or anything like that, but I might take like a small, like, not hiatus, just I might not make a video per month in 2023. So you guys are talking about upping your content. I'm talking about lowering mine. Patreon will stay the same though, because thank you, patrons.
Epic. Good enough. We'll be here weekly.
Weekly.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Are we in an hour?
Thank you.
Yeah, can we stop?
Can we? Wait, I feel like we... I don't want to do this bit again.
Wait. Now we can stop.
There you go. Music started. Let's start the show, guys. Let's,